there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Stephen A. Smith, who apparently has a problem with O.J. Simpson being honored in the in memoriam segment at the BET Awards, which I think of all things to be upset about, this is like low on the totem pole as far as I'm concerned. There are a number of black athletes, some who are no longer with us, that have been accused of violence against women, have been accused of RAPE, have been accused of all types of SA allegations against them, such as Jim Brown, such as Kobe Bryant, and there is not this outrage, there is not this, protest if they want to get a statue or get honored or have all of these achievements after them, but you want to go hard in the paint against OJ of all people? And you want to allege that he's anti-black when his first wife, I believe, and his first kids are black. Like, completely black, right? Before he got married to his ex-wife, Nicole Simpson. But nonetheless, because he made a comment, he's not black, he's OJ. Well, Michael Jordan made a comment that Republicans buy shoes too. They buy Jordans as well. Is that anti-black? Like, you're this person who went on Fox News, who went on Hannity to say that, Trump is relatable to black people now that he's been indicted, now that he has 34 charges against him in this one trial, because black people struggle with the court system as well, was utterly disgusting. And then the lies trying to say that black people were going to turn towards voting towards Trump versus Biden based off of the polls that you were looking at, but these aren't the polls that are representative of the country. And then your need to defend melanemic people anytime there is anything RACIST that is controversial about them, you go hard in the paint for them, such as Jerry Jones. You continue to ignore any type of violence against women if it involves somebody melanemic, such as Dana White, but you'll go hard in the paint of any black athlete that's accused of any type of violence against women, but you never have the same energy for the white counterparts. And furthermore, you're not a spokesperson for the black community. This notion that, they're looking at us, we have to run scared and not say or do anything. We don't want to upset, the white people. We don't want to upset Massa. We don't want to upset the melanemic people. They do not view that way about us. I do not know one melanemic person that's like, I can't say this, I can't do this, because I'm worried what black people are going to say. I'm worried about what black people are going to do. Only you like to put that fear-mongering and dog whistling out there to the people, and it's unnecessary. We get it. You don't like black people, Stephen A. We get it. And the black people that you do defend also are friends with RACIST people who freely say the N-word in front of them. So how are you the authority and the moral compass on whether or not somebody's allowed to be honored when plenty of problematic people have been honored in an in memoriam? You act like there is a parade going around for O.J. Simpson right now. You act like there's schools being named after O.J. Simpson right now. You act like there's presidential awards right now being given on behalf of O.J. Simpson. It literally was a segment in the BET Awards that he was being, remembered. He died this year. He's physically not here on this earth anymore, Stephen A. So I don't understand all this vitriol. He's physically not here on this earth anymore. That there was no big celebration, there was no statues being built and all these things. Literally an acknowledgement of his death, just like they've acknowledged Ike Turner, who died, and other people who've had checkered past. But my issue with you is there's plenty of melanemic counterparts, whether they're actors, athletes, entertainment, whatever, who have done just as much or worse than some of these black people that you want to go hard in the paint against and hold to a moral compass and a moral standard, but you never have the same energy for them. But you're the same person that, you want the black people to be on your side, and you get in your feelings when you piss people off continually. You've continually used your platform to assassinate every single black person. You only uplift a small number of people, and the small number of people, you only uplift them if you have access to them. Everyone else, you go on this warpath against them. Nobody is allowed to be reformed. Nobody is allowed to make a mistake. Like, you went hard in the paint against Will Smith because you were upset and you thought that Bad Boys was going to flop, and it didn't. And so then you still wanted to double down because you were friends with Chris Rock. But you wanted to ignore all the people that worked on the film. You wanted to ignore Martin Lawrence, who was his co-star in the film, a co-lead in the film, and everything else. And it had to take one of Will Smith's longtime friends for you to sit down and shut up about it. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if this is like clickbait stuff for you to purposefully just go hard in the paint like this against black people, but we're tired. You don't represent us. You don't speak for us. You do not understand what we do or don't do. So how dare you? But enough is enough. I'm tired of every week there's a new controversy about you because you're always saying something problematic. Acknowledging somebody in memoriam who was an athlete and who was an actor and was very much a part of the black community, right? But I want to know what your qualifications of anti-black are. Based off of what? Because I could argue that you're anti-black. I could argue that you use your platform to uplift melanemic people who are also problematic. And you never have the same smoke for them. You never have the same energy for them. You never hold them accountable. But you have the audacity, to get on your soapbox. And all these things. The man's not here. The man is DEAD. He is no longer here on this earth. But like I said, there have been plenty of other black athletes who have been accused of violence against women, who have been accused of being anti-black, who have also passed on, and there was not this outrage that, you can't honor them. And they got more honors. They got more honors than death. But you don't have the same energy for them because you like those athletes. Or had some type of access to them. So it's okay to defend them. But for whatever reason, you get on this soapbox, you malign everyone. And it's beyond OJ, right? You malign everybody. But you uplift Donald Trump. You uplift Jerry Jones. You uplift Dana White. You uplift all these melanemic people who also have problems, who also have issues with the law, who also have issues with violence against women. But it's the mute challenge. It's the mute challenge on them because black people have to be held to a different standard. Black people, you have to be worried about what melanemic people think and say about you for literally putting up a picture of OJ who is not here anymore. Literally, it's not going to be acknowledged ever again, you guys. But this fake outrage about it is completely and utterly ridiculous. Make it make sense. So basically, by Stephen A. Smith's logic, nobody is allowed to acknowledge any black celebrity or entertainer or athlete that has ever been accused of anything, that has ever been convicted of anything, that we are supposed to ignore them in a memoriam tribute because of that and just completely erase any type of black history, any type of, black excellence or black athlete or whatever, right? We're supposed to just ignore all of that, right? But what is your qualification of anti-black? Of who they married? Because his first wife was black. His first kid was completely black. So what are we qualifying and quantifying as anti-black? Because, again, people can argue the same about you, that you're not pro-black in any capacity. So make it make sense to me as to why you continue to do this. Why do we have to continue to react to something problematic you say and do? You are making it seem like there was a red carpet rolled out for OJ. You are making it seem like BET had a whole presentation for OJ's entire career as an athlete, as an actor, and all these things, and there was an entire segment devoted to him. He was literally among a list of other black people that died. But you're quantifying this as if it was some big tribute, as if this was some big celebration, as if there was an award, as if there was a statue, as if there was all of these things that took place that didn't exist. But where's the smoke for other people who have been accused and or convicted of violence against women who are also black that you continue to go hard in the paint for? I don't see the same outrage or the same vitriol. But this, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, as far as I'm concerned. But your motto in all of this is to basically destroy anybody who's black, and that's where I have an issue, because you again hold black people to unrealistic standards, that they have to be the pillar of perfection, they have to be a certain way to impress melanemic people or else, and the black community always has to respond to you if, you know, you say something that you think is representative of what the black people say. We didn't ask you to represent us. We didn't ask you to speak for us. We didn't ask you to give an unfiltered opinion and insert us into it as if we agree. The issue is you keep trying to turn this into, oh, what are the melanemic people are going to think? Oh, we can't do something like this. What are the melanemic people going to say? And blah, 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 blah. But really, you are doing the bidding for your melanemic bosses. Because when you put out that dog whistle, guess what happens? Now all the media is focused on this small little segment of the BET Awards thanks to you. Literally, you blinked and missed it. It wasn't this whole thing that you're trying to quantify it. But this is the same thing you did when you defended Trump and said Trump relates to black people because he got indicted and because he had all these charges against them, and black people also have issues with the law, as if to say all black people apparently are criminals. All black people apparently get arrested. It's basically what you were trying to say. And that makes them relatable to Trump. The same Trump who also has been accused of violence against women. The same Trump who just got convicted of 34 counts and has other pending cases. This is the same Trump you go hard in the paint for, Stephen A. So I don't want to hear it when you want to try to malign somebody black and, you know, try to, you know, put out these buzzwords and make it seem like, you know, they're anti-black, they're anti-this, and blah, 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 blah. And it's the most minute situation. Literally an announcement of their name and who they were, what they did in the, you know, during their career. It is a problem for you and they're dead. Make it make sense. So, but like I said, by your logic, no black person should be, you know, identified that's famous, that did anything. If they're accused of anything, they should not be included in a memoriam segment. That's basically what you're telling people. Anybody who's controversial, anybody who had a checker past, anybody who is a polarizing figure, none of it should be included, except for your melanemic counterparts that you go so hard in the paint for. They don't have that same energy. In fact, they continue to reward their same problematic friends and still give them opportunities. Look at the perfect example of Trump being able to run for president. If this was a black man that got convicted of 34 counts, there was no way he'd be allowed to run for president. But you're doing the mute challenge on that. You don't seem to care about that. Because for you, now Trump's relatable. Make it make sense. But I am tired, Stephen A. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. But you can't get pissed off at people dragging you. Now, listen, some people can articulate their thoughts better than others and just point out and just say what it is, but you're not the representative of the black community. You don't represent what black people think and feel. So, literally, this conniption over a segment of an in memoriam segment is completely and utterly insane, as far as I'm concerned, considering when there have been plenty of other people who have done just as much problematic things or worse, and you've done the mute challenge on them. So make it make sense. There's that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.